After making the playoffs for the first time since 2012, the Needham High School boys hockey team opened their postseason with a dominant 4-0 win over Milton in the first round of the Division I South Sectional. The Rockets advanced to the quarterfinals, where they would face off with another opponent they faced earlier this year, Catholic Memorial. Mike Levin was at the game, and he has the highlights.
Needham and CM boys hockey playing a rematch of their New Year's Day game at Babson. This time it was in Brockton on Saturday, March 3rd. CM controlling much of the action in the first, but never scoring. Shot deflected here by Dylan Jones, the senior netminder, with a huge game for Needham. More on him later. In the second period, Phil Pascucci skates in the CM zone, crosses the puck in, and it's deflected right to Paul Martin, and the senior buries it in the back of the net. Rocket crowd goes wild as Needham takes a 1-0 lead with just over 8 minutes left in the second period. 2 minutes later, Pascucci comes up that same left side and dishes it back to Tom Fischetti. This time, CM goalie Brendan Clancy pulls the rug from underneath Fischetti to deny another score. Rockets get another chance late in the second. This time it's Sam Keenan coming up the near side and feeding Martin, who goes top shelf for his second goal of the game, 6th of the season for Martin, and the Rockets head to the second intermission up 2-0. Third period, Jones doing a fantastic job in the Needham net, denying CM a few times, telling all those shots, "You shall not pass." 23 saves on the game for Jones. He did let one by in the third, a tough one on a CM power play with just over 11 minutes to go. Jack Dempsey and Chris Rooney the give and go, with Rooney scoring. So it's 2-1 Needham as time winds down in the third. A confusing end as the Rockets think it's over, though CM puts the puck in the net. Our scoreboard had a second on it, but if you've seen our broadcast, you know our time is usually behind the real clock. Now CM tells the refs they tied it with time still left. The Stripes confer, and they say, Needham hangs on to win it 2-1. They advance to the section semifinals against Marshfield on March the 8th.
Well, after finishing the regular season 17-3 for the second straight year, the Rockets boys basketball team earned the number 2 seed in the Division I South Sectional. Needham opened the postseason with back-to-back home wins over Taunton and New Bedford. With a trip to the sectional final on the line, the Rockets faced off with number 3 seed Brockton in the semifinals held at Taunton High School. And here we go to the highlights. Two teams going back and forth in the first, inbounds underneath, and to Tom Shaughnessy to Monheimer, and he switches home the 3. Boxers go on a 16-3 run, however, as Marcus Azor brings the crowd in Brockton to their feet, picking off a pass and goes the distance before slamming it home. Similar story on another Rockets possession. This time it's Abu Kaba picking up the steal, and he takes it all the way and banks in for 2. Late in the quarter, Sonny Okunlola steps out to showcase his range, knocking down one of his 2 threes in the first. Boxers are going to lead 18-10 after 1. Brockton builds their lead in the second. Jose Montero Jr. collects along the wing, drives the lane, and banks in a floater to make it 25-10. Rockets chop down the deficit thanks to Monheimer. The senior accounts for 7 straight points for Needham. Michael Clem finds him on a back cut for 2. Then in transition, he gets his man in the air, steps inside the lane, and drains the jumper. To cap it off, Monheimer gets the ball on the wing, jab steps a couple times before burying the 3 ball. Nicely done. Brockton's going to counter now with 6 points to close the half, including this long-range bucket from Marquis dos Santos. Rock Boxers lead the Rockets 33-24 at halftime. Now we're in the second half. Needham doing well. Shaughnessy dishes down low to Clem for an easy 2. Then on the next possession, Shaughnessy is going to pull up in transition and hit a 3. Needham gets the deficit down to 3. Now once more, Brockton responds. Clem is unable to put back the offensive rebound. Azor picks up the loose ball and goes coast to coast for the layup and 1. With a 10-point lead, the Boxers go down low to Okunlola. The big boy just bodies his way in for the basket. Needham down 12 going into the fourth quarter. Will Dorian comes out cooking early in the fourth, knocks down a 3 from the wing. Next up, now this isn't a replay, but it looks very similar. Dorian spots up from the exact same spot, and he's going to get the exact same result. 3 points again. Move late in the quarter now. Shaughnessy at the top, covered by Azor. He goes steps back for the three, hits nothing but net. It's going to make it a 4-point game. But again, Boxers, they're going to pull away. Azor on the other end passes to Tyshawn Doherty-Glenn in the post. He banks it in, plus the foul. And again, Doherty-Glenn puts the exclamation point on this one off the inbounds. Brockton with a great offensive set. They swing it over to the junior, who goes up for the jam. Needham's season ends in the sectional semifinals after a 69-60 loss at the hands of the Brockton Boxers. Tom Shaughnessy, Brandon Monheimer, and the rest of the senior class end their high school careers as one of the most successful classes in Needham boys basketball history. Shaughnessy finished the game with 23 points, and the Rockets finished their season at 19-4.